Here's everything I picked up in July 2024. Let's look at the numbers. Oh, that's good. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope you are doing well. It's the end of the month, and you know what that means. I got some products here on my table. I'm going to show you everything I've been investing in, everything I've been picking up for my personal collection in the month of July. Now, well, that really went down the wrong way. So you guys don't have to keep up with me. It's nothing, not a competition. Go at your own collecting and investing pace. And I will say July was a bit of a weird month for me because I had a ton of expenses outside of Pokemon. So my air conditioner broke. That was like $6,000. My garage door opener broke. That was quite expensive too. And my basement flooded. So I'm just working on getting that sorted out. There was some terrible weather up here in Ontario. And then, to add insult to injury, my helicopter, one of the propellers went on that, and they are really expensive to replace as well. So I got some cool stuff though, So I'll show you the singles, I'll show you the sealed product as well, and if you stay until the end, I have a little Easter egg for you guys as well, a nice little Easter egg to share with everyone. So first of all, this is completely for the personal collection. This is one of my favorite cards, and the reason I picked this up was because it has a gorgeous swirl in the corner. We're going to see a bit of a swirl theme in this video. So this takes me back to when I was a kid. One of my first experiences opening Japanese cards was in a store in the mall that sold Beanie Babies, and I would save up my money from school, like from just going to secondary school, my lunch money or whatever. I'd kind of fast in the day, and I'd be able to open Pokemon cards. And I remember pulling this card, and whenever I see it and a good swirl in it, I got to pick it up. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous piece there for the PC. I got given some cards, a couple of nice V-Star cards by my Japanese hookup, so thank you very much for those. And check this Japanese card out. Check this swirl out on this friggin' Mewtwo, this Rocket's Mewtwo. It's like he's casting some telekinetic friggin' ball of energy. I friggin' love this one. So that's a cool one. Now, these two cards here are for flipping over. And by the way, I paid about, I think 120, 140 Canadian, something like that, for the Lugia. These two cards here, probably about 400 combined by the time we'd negotiated. And where I get these from, Pokestop519, a guy who's not called Lewis, if you've seen the other videos, for legal reasons, I can't say his name. But yeah, it's always like, hey, I'm doing this thing, and you know, we're chatting, we're laughing, and we're joking around, and all of a sudden I got to leave, and it's like, hey, I want these cards, how much do I owe you? And then there we go. But so these Expedition cards, I got the Dragonite and the Gengar. I'm going to show you these two cards on B-roll. So you can either buy a special illustration rare right now, like a Charizard or Greninja, like some kind of expensive card, or some alt-art card that's expensive from Sword and Shield, or you can go back and get cards from Expedition, you know, from that kind of era. And I just think there's so much better value. I really do. Don't get me wrong, I collect the other cards too, but if you're talking about investing and being able to flip some cards over and potentially grade them for some profit, which I'm going to do with these cards, I mean, the Dragonite is heavily gradable. The Gengar, it's a bit like a Raw Dog card, but these were dropped off by a swirl collector, and you can see the two prominent swirls on these cards. They are really nice, especially the Dragonite one just underneath its wing. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I love a good swirl as much as the next guy. So if you see these cards in really good condition and you've got a chance to pick them up, I strongly recommend you do. There is nowhere near as much of these cards in terms of just population, let alone graded population, out there compared to modern. Very short printer compared to what we're seeing right now, and these cards will stand the test of time. I really do believe that very, very strongly. So let's move into the sealed product. Before we do, I just want to say thanks, guys. You guys watch my videos kind of week in, week out. You leave comments. You always make me roll with laughter. I really genuinely appreciate everybody that is watching my channel and taking time to interact. It really does mean a lot to me. Thank you very much, guys. So sealed product, we'll kind of cross over into sealed because I opened some Stellar Miracle, so it's not sealed anymore. I just want to say, like, I'll put the hits up on B-roll. This is a friggin' incredible set. These rainbow borders, like, it's gorgeous. Like the art rares, I pulled the Zera Aura as well, which is just an absolutely stunning card. Like, I was very happy. I really enjoyed my opening experience, and I'm not going to hype it up yet, but I'm really pumped for Stellar Crown. I think if that has the second half of the set is the dragons, it's going to be incredible. Like, I really do. I got really high hopes now for this set, so I'm really excited. So yeah, Stellar Miracle, it's a really, really fun set to rip open. Non-Pokemon related, I got contacted by the guys from Otherverse. This is not sponsored, by the way. Sammy, super nice dude. We chatted for like half an hour about life and love and TCGs. He sent me one of their first edition boxes, this Hidden Void, which, you know, was super generous of him. He said it's a gift. He had a Persian word. I can't remember the word now. I'm so sorry. But yeah, it looks cool. You get a little rule book with it and everything. I believe there were only like 2,500 of these printed, so I'm actually going to keep it sealed. But if you're interested in other TCGs, go and check Otherverse out. They're pretty cool. Again, not sponsored, but he did send me a free box, so I would feel pretty bad if I didn't say at least a thank you on one of my videos. So we picked this up in English, this Mimikyu EX box. This is my gratuitous purchase of the month. It's not a great investment. It's not going to the moon anytime soon. It was about 25 bucks Canadian, and I picked it up because Mimic Brew was on Apple Juice breaks. We had Dan from Catchable Collectibles. We had Pokey Any this month. We had Opossum Bud as well. It was a really cool time. So if you haven't seen those already, check it out and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more interviews with awesome content creators. There is more coming, including Kuyon Collectibles. Thanks for the t-shirt, man. So some other products that are coming up here. So I put up a video on some of the best booster boxes to buy about 3 weeks ago, and V-Star Universe was one of them. And it's very important to me that I say this. Whenever I recommend buying something, I don't do it unless I am going to have already bought those boxes. It's very important to me that I'm not leading you astray and just astray. I can't even talk tonight. Leading you astray and saying go and buy this thing when I haven't got any of it already. Or I have no intention of buying it. I'm not that kind of guy. So I got 3 more boxes of V-Star Universe to add to what I already have, and I paid somewhere around 8,400 yen by the time this is done. You guys can do the calculation. But so V-Star Universe, since the end of May, I'll do this in US dollars, has gone from like $43 a box, and right now I think it's somewhere around $55 US on Sneaker Dunk. This is a set that I don't think they're going to print anymore. I really don't. I'd be very surprised if they go back and do more runs on this, because they've got Shiny Treasure to go back to, which they continue to do, and they've got Terrestrial Festival. I think this is a solid buy. I think we're looking at least $70 US a box on this by the end of the year, if not more. I would be grabbing more V-Star Universe right now before it goes up. That's my personal opinion. More Japanese boxes too, because Japanese is kind of where it's at right now, guys. No 151 in this video though. I do apologize. Paradigm Trigger copped some huge reprints at the end of June. I grabbed some of it for 5,600 yen on this box. It's a cool box. It's a cool set. It's going to do very well in the long term, but it's not going to jump up and explode anytime soon. A box that might just do that is Lost Abyss. You know, you got the Giratina in there, you got the Aerodactyl. There's some really cool cards. This was a $200 box not that long ago. I paid 10,000 yen on the nose, which I think is about 67. My prediction on this one is that we get to 100 bucks again on this box by the end of the year, barring any further reprints. It was a very small reprint as well, I might add, compared to some of the other Swish sets. Final piece here is I picked up some Wild Force just because, why not? I like the box. I'm getting through Scarlet and Violet sets, and it's super cheap. It's like 4,600 yen. Like, a lot of these boxes, they're not going to go anywhere for a long time, but if you have kind of the space, if you like to collect them and display them as well, it's a great box. So I really like it. Now, I said if you waited till the end of the video, I had a little Easter egg for you guys. So I was in the hot tub a few nights back. Some of you may know this already. I was in the hot tub. I was drinking some apple juice, as I do. I was scrolling through TCG Player, and I thought I had uncovered an incredible conspiracy. I thought TCG Player were actually manipulating prices by removing chunks of sales from certain cards to make it look like they hadn't been going down in price. So I put up a video. I recorded a video really quickly, slightly intoxicated, fresh out of the hot tub, a little bit like I am tonight, and I put it up. And within about half an hour, I had messages saying, Rob, what have you done? This is not accurate. Like, what are you up to? So I took it down, but the link is just here. I'll put it somewhere on the screen for you guys to go and see it. It's unlisted. You can't find it on the channel unless you follow this link. If you want to laugh, go and watch the video. I think it's pretty funny, especially once you figure out from the comments below in the video what's actually happening. So hopefully you guys get a kick out of that. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, guys. Until next time, take it easy.